I talk a lot about 80s movies. Action movies were allowed to be rated R, horror movies were allowed to be rated R. There were also a lot of jungle warfare movies. Nam was still relatively fresh in our minds, and John Rambo made sure we'd never forget. The 80s were also a time for alien attack movies. ETs and Max not included, aliens were generally mean, aggressive monsters who couldn't wait to kill us all for the hell of it.
That's ridiculous. Where are my thin mints?
The humans took it.
Arm all weapons!
Things also get interesting when your horror movie victims aren't all screaming teenagers. This is Predator. Now, before you forget the sci-fi angle to this movie, here is a spaceship. John Carpenter did this so you wouldn't think the Thing was a bunch of cold bleeding dudes. We open with the arrival of a crack mercenary team led by Dutch, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's got the job to rescue some diplomats who went down in a chopper in a bad part of the jungle. He didn't get the job based on his spotless 5-star Yelp reviews,
"'Cause some damn fool accused you of being the best."
but on the recommendation of an old friend, Dylan, played by Carl Weathers.
You son of a bitch.
I really need to hit the gym. Dylan's now in the CIA. Man, he used to be cool. They get their assignment, with Dylan tagging along. En route, we meet the rest of the team. 41! My arm hurts. Totally Stable Mac, played by Bill Duke. Blaine, lover of chewing tobacco, played by Jesse Ventura. Billy, Native American badass, played by Sonny Landham. Richard Chavez as Pancho, who looks like he got run over by a car. And Hawkins, since every team needs a young kid. He's played by Lethal Weapon screenwriter Shane Black. Why a screenwriter? You know, in case of a writer's strike. Also, Hawkins likes to tell filthy jokes to try to make Billy laugh.
Okay. Predator joke number 1, as told by Shane Black. The other day, I went up to my girlfriend. I said, "You know, I'd like a little pussy." She says, "Me too. Mine's as big as a house." This guy's the screenwriter?
No respect for the agency. This sort of thing could hurt your political career. Remember when he was governor of Minnesota? I don't have a joke, that just freaks me out when I think about it. 2 of these soldiers went on to be governors of states. I'm spending way too much time on this, but that's always fascinated me. Go, 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 go! They're on their own, no backup in the middle of a hostile jungle.
You're looking for Predator, aren't you?
Yes.
They immediately find the downed chopper. Remember climbing the rope in gym class? Who's laughing now? Hey guys, it's cool up here. Bring your dad's porn and we won't let the girls up.
Whoever hit it stripped the shit out of it.
The 8-track is missing. Well, they did crash in a bad neighborhood.
This was no ordinary army taxi.
Well, somebody keeping secrets. The rebels took the survivors away, but there's more going on here.
6 men wearing U.S.-issued army boots.
2 are wearing Drakkar Noir. 1 recently had Thai food. What happens in the jungle stays in the jungle. In Russia, the Vine does it for you. Billy's got a kind of spider sense that detects fucked up shit. Ooh, tell us we look pretty. Obviously, he's never been to a butcher in Chinatown. Keep it in church, soldier boy.
Jim Hopper.
Cut him down.
Gently.
I knew these men.
Looks like they're not the only ones hired for this job. Everyone's got a defining accessory. This is Blaine's. This is a mini General Electric Gatling gun. Pure science fiction. Well, the gun exists, but it's usually mounted on the side of a vehicle, like a helicopter. The batteries alone are 60 to 70 pounds. The gun is over 100 pounds, not including ammo.
Payback time.
But damn it, this is awesome. We all wanted this to be true. We get our first indication that they are being watched.
You give up position one more time, I'll bleed you. Real quiet. Leave you here.
They find the rebel camp, and now we rescue the hostages. Now we rescue one less hostage. Into action. Yo, Joe! Shh, shh, okay. Yo, Joe! Don't look slightly to your right. Don't look slightly to your right. As the guards are disposed of, it's Dutch's turn to cause a distraction. It was the 80s. You didn't put Arnold in a movie without making him pick up heavy shit. Time to be a hero. Don't worry, fellas. You're welcome. And the team just shreds these rebels. And we see just how good they are. Guns, grenades, and this beauty. And one-liners. Don't forget the one-liners. Commit these to memory.
Yeah! Stick around.
You never know when they could be useful in conversation.
Knock, knock.
Who's there? This scene is pure mayhem. It's like the A-Team dialed to 12. They pick up the last remaining rebels, including this girl. Nice of Dutch to not brutally murder this one. Oh no, they're going to cancel me for 5 minutes. More lies.
The looks of it, our cabinet minister was CIA.
Dutch is not happy. The CIA used his men. Who do they think they are? The CIA?
It's all bullshit.
What happened to you, Dylan?
It used to be about the music. No extraction till the border, so we walk. Scorpion check. Got one. Hawkins finally makes Billy laugh.
Predator joke number 2, as told by Shane Black. The other day, I was going down on my girlfriend. I said to her, "Jeez, you got a big pussy. Jeez, you got a big pussy." She said, "Why'd you say it twice?" I says, "I didn't. I don't get it." Oh, Echo. He wrote Lethal Weapon?
You know, if you keep staring, you can make out scrambled cable porn. Look, nipples. 80s kids knew the struggle. Predator doesn't like it when you're mean to the wee scorpions.
Seen some badass bush before, man, but nothing like this.
Well, not since the 70s anyway. Billy is freaked the F out. You're right, this is a great spot to pee.
There's something in those trees.
No, don't flirt. This is bad. That's bad. Quick, Arnold's hiring for housekeeper. The nerd catches her, but there's always a bigger fish. Is this payback for all those pussy jokes? Follow the nerd goo.
Did you find Hawkins?
I can't tell.
It might not be rebels, but there's something familiar about this.
Where the hell is his body? They did the same thing to Jim Hopper.
I want Hawkins' body found.
Like every good 80s slasher, let's split up. Why make it hard for the killer? Come out, don't make me spit more tobacco.
Mushroom, mushroom.
They're working together. You just can't trust woodland creatures these days. Screw you, Chip and Dale!
Keep it down over there.
They waste all those trees, and that is a damn shame. Do you know what kind of deck you could make with all that? It's okay, man. We're standing our ground. Whew. I need a cigarette, and I don't even smoke. Nothing was hit but a few raccoons, a platypus, and for some reason, a foreign diplomat.
We hit nothing.
They were raving in the jungles before it was cool.
He was a good soldier.
He was, my friend.
Mac mourns his friend, and this is a surprisingly touching scene.
Goodbye, bro.
Something in my eye. Predator was hurt, so it's time for a little frontier medicine.
A little Bactine, a little space morphine, and a Curid Uchless bandage.
Oh, you lying motherfuckers! This hurts like hell.
They still don't know what they're dealing with.
Those eyes there, they disappeared.
There's something out there waiting for us, and it ain't no man. We're all gonna die.
Spoilers. Bill Duke was one intense dude. Do you miss him as much as I do? An uninvited visitor visits uninvited. That's a terrible line.
Well, you bombed the delivery.
You killed a pig.
That's not kosher.
You laugh now, but barbecue tomorrow. He mac, he attack, but most important, Predator steal Blaine's body back. Well, less the carry. I mean, no, that's bad. That's too bad. Enough with the no habla bullshit.
What's your name?
Anna?
Anna's no longer a hostage, but a helpful member. They decide to stand their ground and set a trap. Seriously, I need to hit that gym. It's like fishing. Until you actually catch something, it can get boring. Yeah, but I bet his scrotum is as smooth as a peach. No bites, so Dutch plays bait.
Come get me. I'm a helpless little commando.
It works, and they catch him for about 5 seconds. Poncho gets pancaked. And we get our first glimpse of the full Predator, and it's freaking sweet. Dylan and Mac go after the Predator while everyone gets to the... something. No, Mac's not losing it at all.
I'm gonna have me some fun. I'm gonna have me some fun.
Carry on, little soldier. Oh shit, here's his pants. They try to sneak up on the Predator, but that goes terribly. That looks like a laser sight. Let's stick my head under it. Ow, my brain! Dylan doesn't do much better. Ow, my jerkin hand! Dylan is now Dill off. That's bad. That was bad. I should cut that. I wouldn't feel too bad about him. In the end, he got his hand back. Billy's had enough. Time for an epic one-on-one battle. Nothing but guts, blood. 2 enter, 1 leaves. I always fight better when woozy from blood loss. Come get some. You don't know where I've been, Tyler Durden. That was a scream of courage, not pissing myself. Poncho is finished off because it's no sport killing unarmed prey, but wounded prey is open season. Dutch sends Anna off with the immortal words of encouragement.
Put that cookie down! Now!
Dutch leads the Predator away from Anna and makes a graceful getaway. He washes up on shore, gets covered in mud, head to toe. He's a walking Tide commercial at this point. He's cornered, trapped, defenseless. This looks like it, folks. He won't be back. I just realized Arnold doesn't say I'll be back in this movie. I've been going off on a lot of tangents lately. The mud prevents Dutch from showing up on Predator's vision, making him invisible. This will be handy.
He couldn't see me.
But I can hear you, motherfucker. That's right.
Bitch.
What?
Stripped of his high-tech weapons, Dutch prepares to make a stand with just the basics. Setting traps fit for a wet bandit, and building a bow and arrow, turning his useless grenades into explosive-tipped arrowheads. Meanwhile, Predator shows us what he's been doing with all his victims. This alone got him 1 million views. He's been skinning them too, but we haven't seen what he's been doing with them. What could he be doing with the skin? Oh shit, I know what he's doing.
I'd hunt me so hard.
Almost ready for showtime.
First we start with a mud foundation that will bring out my eyes. Very nice if you want to impress your housekeeper.
Dutch sends out an invitation. And he doesn't have to wait long. Predator is a lot of things, including punctual.
Hee I can't wait to waste that girly man Predator. He's right behind me, isn't he?
We get a very tense cat and mouse, with Dutch sneaking around trying not to get noticed.
I love you, tree.
Dutch manages to knock off his cloak, but that really just pisses him off. He does manage to pick at the Predator, and the odds are still not even, but they're getting better. The glow-in-the-dark blood makes tracking simple, but it also makes it even easier to set a trap. Dutch is betrayed by his muscle mass. Damn you, girly branch! The mud gets washed off, and his advantage is gone. You mad, bro?
Nice skull. I'll take it.
But Predator is a sport. He'd rather finish this with his hands.
You one ugly motherfucker.
You got a pretty mouth.
Oh, please just kill me.
It's actually not much of a fight. The only thing Predator doesn't do to Dutch is put him in a dress. And I think he doesn't do that because he doesn't have one in Dutch's size. Dutch crawls, yes, crawls, to his last trap. The spiky thing. Just touch the tripwire.
Come on. Do it. Do it!
Kill me, I'm here! Kill me!
Well, if you insist.
What?
I'd like to discuss your car warranty.
He's right under the counterweight for that trap, so Dutch sets the trap off himself. Like a John Holmes co-star, Predator takes giant wood in the face. Not dead, but not doing great.
What the hell are you?
I love how he spits this question back at him. Not just mimicry, but Dutch is unlike any prey he's hunted before.
That'll teach you to hunt the guy with top billing.
Guess I'll call the wife, tell her I'll be late.
Predator is also a sore loser. This is obviously an FU bomb. Dutch escapes this and finally makes it to the chopper.
That's right, I did all this. Now tell my story. Oh, I'm so tired. Maybe when I get home, go have a snack. Maybe give that housekeeper a call.
That was Predator. No two, no versus Alien, no plural, and no the. This is the OG. Every sequel and spin-off pales by comparison. 80s action movies are usually pretty vapid popcorn flicks. Nothing wrong with that, you still get entertained. Predator sets up like a typical jungle warfare movie. You had me at jungle warfare, but halfway through the tables turn, and this unstoppable fighting unit is reduced to screaming prey. Seeing them turn into victims is kind of traumatic. The characters themselves are fairly one note, but they build on each other. Their chemistry makes them empathetic. They do not come off as cannon fodder or nameless gunmen. I cared whether or not they lived. That was a big problem I had with the recent Predator movie. By the end, I just didn't care about anything that was happening on the screen. I honestly think I checked out about halfway through that movie. And I think the difference is, and it seemed more interesting when people looked like they didn't stand a frickin' chance. And I don't think I've seen terror in Arnold's eyes like this again until Jingle All the Way. Originally portrayed by Jean-Claude Van Damme. Really? The Predator was replaced when they needed a villain imposing enough to toss around Arnold. He was recast with 7-foot-tall Kevin Peter Hall, and the rest is history. Predator is designed as one of the most fearsome, original characters ever created. One of Stan Winston's best. This guy looks dangerous, scary, full of malice. And the dreads are pretty classy.
You one ugly motherfucker.
It has one of the beastliest soundtracks ever. It fits this movie, it fits this environment, it just feels right. Tight direction by John McTiernan. Acting performances are great, the effects still hold up. This is an action movie. It's a sci-fi movie. But at its core, it's also a horror movie. Instead of helpless co-eds, the victims are big, strong soldiers. We've seen this in Aliens the year before. When a force this powerful is still picked off like clay pigeons, that makes an even scarier adversary. Having them kick ass early on sets up the contrast even better when they're smacked around. I don't want to meet what scares this bunch.
You're bleeding, man.
I ain't got time to bleed.
In between action, we get meaningful scenes between characters. Nothing feels superfluous or padded. I admit those jokes made me laugh in high school. Echo. The final battle is a nail-biter. Stripping Dutch of his tech and forcing him to use primitive methods really makes things interesting and makes the fight much more visceral and primal. That's what this movie is. Primal. Every time this movie plays, an angel gets chest hair. Predator is 5 Bs. It's a classic, a masterpiece that every single follow-up fails to measure up to. over 30 years later, and it still holds up. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, comment the bell, you know, the usual YouTube stuff. This is theNewBee, and I'll see you later, kids. Toodles! I'll be back. He's not a tumor.